every organization in its phase or lifetime will have different risks. So there will be a different risk during the project stage or the startup phase. There will be a different risk during the growth stage of the organization, and there will be totally different stage during the expansion phase of the organization. So we need to understand what type of risks are there. Successful risk management is basically to transform the uncertainties into opportunities. That's very important, So rather than just minimize the threat, we need to work upon how do we take those opportunities.
Hi, welcome back to IL Cafe Season 2, The Strategy Brew. My name is Khushbu Agarwal and I'll be your host for this third episode. In this episode, we will look at the strategies that have the ability to help businesses grow. In today's fast-paced world, risks are everywhere, and these uncertainties can impede an organization's capacity to achieve its objectives. But this is where good risk management techniques come in as a preventive measure. In this episode, we are going to talk all about managing risks and how organizations can take charge of risk management. Today, I'm joined by Burzan Sarbanwala, Vice President, Property Risk Management and Value-Added Services. Welcome, Burzan.
Thank you.
He is a seasoned risk management specialist with 27 years of industry experience and 12 years at ICICI Lombard. He has been at the helm of risk management practices. So, Burzan, let's start our first question with a little bit of history about the term risk management, which was coined by Henry Fayol in his book titled General and Industrial Management in 1916. Now, he describes risk management as a vital security role among key business functions like technical, commercial, financial, security, accounting, and managerial. As we see now that even after a century later, many organizations are still struggling to completely understand and implement this notion. In your opinion, how do risk management techniques affect an organization's success?
Yeah, wonderful question. Actually, Henry Fayol was a father of risk management. In 1916, he understood what is risk management, but that time it was basically focusing on the security aspect. The risk management was only focusing on that, but it's been evolved. Risk management is basically all about, about safeguarding the organization assets. It's about, safeguarding the reputation of the organization and also for the sustainability of the organization. So here what we talk about is when we talk about risk, so we see that risk is into three parts. It's three risks which are there. It's basically real risk, it's the perceived risk and an inherent risk. So we need to understand which type of risks which are there. And then when we talk about, the phases of the organization, every organization in its phase or lifetime will have different risks. So there will be a different risk during the project stage or the startup phase. There will be a different risk during the growth stage of the organization, and there will be totally different stage during the expansion phase of the organization. So we need to understand what type of risks are there and what are the strategies to get it right or manage those risks. And when we have those risks, now when we understand all those risks, we need to have those steps to manage the risk. So what are the steps? The steps are basically, first we need to identify risk. If you don't identify, you will not be able to assess, you will not be able to manage. So it's about identification. It's about assessing those risks, that those risks are really, detrimental to the organization in which way. And then it comes about, how do you make the strategy to manage those risks?
Okay.
And then it comes about communication, inclusion, all about the organization so that it is totally, percolated down to the last person. And important here is, how comprehensive your risk management philosophy is or your plan is. That is also very, very critical. And here which we talk about, it's not a one-time activity that once I've made all this, everything is hunky-dory. It's all about, that risk is not static. It's a dynamic risk. So it needs to be, keep on doing this on a very periodic level. you can define it your frequency, or you can have those stages where you can again and again, do this exercise, so you are totally safe and your organization is sustained.
I agree. Risk assessment should be an ongoing process to stay ahead of any potential threat for any sort of organizations. And this whole take on corporate governance was quite insightful. So moving on, Burzin, can you also please tell our audience how organizations, can make sure that their ongoing risk assessment process is effective in identifying, evaluating, mitigating, treating, and managing these risks? And also, what steps can they take to make better decisions, improve the organization's ability also to handle these challenges?
Yep. So, Kushbu, important is that, when I was talking on the first question, is that earlier it was only taken care of, or risk management was taken care of the safeguarding on the threats. But now it's been evolved into many other things, risk management is basically now focusing into how it's driving into innovation, how it is, providing, continuous competitive advantage into risk management, and also it is helpful to optimize on the performance of the operations. So important here is, that again we focus on the holistic risk management. So here it's important that we, talk on efficiency as well as safety together. So when we talk both together, then it, really has a good construct on the organization, and it's good for the long-term resilience. Important here is to identify. So the entire process is to first identify the hazards through either risk assessment or observations or safety studies. And then you go into, assessing the risk or even benchmarking the risk versus your own benchmarks and the industry benchmarks. Then you go into inclusion of the entire organization, where you even start from the leadership and to the ground person on how to identify the risk. So you need to include the entire organization into it. And then after inclusion, once you have summarized it or made a dashboard about it, then you go into communication of that. So the entire circle then completes when you start communicate on the identified risk and also the mitigation management techniques which are there. So that's very important. So the entire focus of observe, assess, include and communicate then completes the entire cycle for the risk management. And here also it's important that it's the risk assessment process is a very dynamic one, where your report should be automated or the dashboards come out, and that actually creates more awareness.
Okay. That's great, Burzin. So, like you said, modern risk management definitely involves proactive identification, like you just mentioned, and, real-time analysis to prevent threats and increase innovation. It also emphasizes, employee involvement in order to optimize the operations for their stability. So, Burzin, people often say that crisis management is the key to risk management. According to you, how can companies assess their crisis management abilities and find areas to improve so they are better prepared for possible crisis? Also, can you cite some examples of effective risk management tools currently in use?
Very good question, Kushbu. So let's talk on, that again, coming back to my earlier questions when I've answered, it's basically talking about that risk is dynamic and it's a holistic in nature. So important here is, that we cannot just keep risk in the silo. It has to be totally, like it's like a bubble, and in the, a drop in the ocean, and it has to totally perceive with percolate all in the organization. Important here is about the effective risk management tools, as you have asked. So in that effective tools is basically, about what we do in ILGIC also. We have a lot of tools which we talk about, starting from our property loss prevention plan, which is there. So property loss prevention exercise is an entire gamut of, a PDCA cycle, which we have on the Deming's principle. We talk about plan, do, check, act, and when we do this, we totally take care of the 360 degree of the entire risk, and more important is the improvement and the implementation phase of it. So we also have we have curated solutions for ROI based solutions, where we talk about on the electrical side. We see, as I said, we talk about safety and we talk about efficiency together, where we also give them energy savings, but we also take care of the electrical safety of it. So we have solutions for electrical risk assessments, we have comprehensive risk assessment, basically for different types of risk, a smaller risk or a larger risk. Again, we have also curated few solutions on the IoT space, the Internet of Things. So Internet of Things, we have 2 patents to our name, and we have those 2 patents mainly for the fire and the electrical solutions, where we take care of the trigger points of electrical and also the preparedness on the health of the fire safety systems, where they tell us about and give us automatic dashboards, which we were talking about earlier. They tell us about those kind of risks which are identified, so that when we identify it, then we can manage those risks, And last but not the least is on the CAT side, the catastrophe side, where we are seeing a lot of cyclones, heavy rainfalls, cloud bursts which are there. So there also we are acting upon, we have our Awaaz system, and we talk about, early warning signs. We go and, we send emailers, we talk to our stakeholders out on real-time basis before the event, and we also go and, try to mitigate those risks and see that our customers who are in danger are not, having any problems at that time. So important is, the learnings from the entire thing, and that learnings has been curated by our experiences or the industry experiences. We have curated these solutions. And important here is, why are we doing it? We are doing it to sustain, a better risk landscape for India, for the entire globe. That's very important.
So great perspective, Burzan. I think now our audience has a better clarity on risk management tools. So as we near the end of this episode, I have just one final question for you. So Burzan, can you please guide our audience on how organizations can better leverage risk management? In your opinion, how can they shift their view of risk management, not just as a tool for threat mitigation, but also as a strategic enabler that uncovers new opportunities?
Yeah, Khushbu. So, successful risk management is basically to transform the uncertainties into opportunities. That's very important, So, rather than just minimize the threat, we need to, work upon how do we take those opportunities, So, those opportunities comes with innovation, with, regulatory challenges, to overcome the regulatory challenges. All those basically are enlisted in the ISO 31000, which is a standard for the risk management. And there are other standards which also help the risk management standards, as on basically the ISO 14000, which talks about environment, the 45000 which talks about process safety, the safety and hazard. So it's an hazard, OSHA standard which has been converted into ISO 45000. And this is very important, to avoid any loss or, capitalize on the emerging trends. So here, basically what is important is to work upon this as a comprehensive study. And regular risk assessments are also very important to identify it, because every day the risk changes. And here it is very important that the customers should work with the insurance companies as a risk partner. We can be a partner with them on the risk, because we understand the losses, we have learned from the industry losses, and we can pass on that, enormous experiences which we have to better their risk. That's very important. And here we create a win-win kind of a situation, which I just spoke about in my earlier question, where I was talking about the solutions. These are the solutions which we have curated, and we can work together as a win-win situation. And here, it's also important that the organization propagates, in their culture. It's about, finding out near misses, finding out unsafe acts, finding out unsafe conditions, and propagates them to, come out in the open, investigate those kind of acts and use it for their corrective action, so that it is not repeated again. So in the entire gamut, it's important that the customers focus and, partner with the insurance company, and we do a wonderful risk management exercise together for the win-win situation of both.
So that's an excellent response, Burzan. As the saying goes, prevention is better than cure. It is now clear that conducting regular risk management assessment and having the right risk management tool in place, organizations can, avoid any kind of grave financial impact.
Absolutely. It's important that we do it proactively for the resilience of the organizations. Absolutely.
Thank you, Burzan, and our audience for tuning in today. Remember, risk is an inevitable part of business, but with the right strategies and tools organizations can take charge. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and leave us a review. We'll see you next time on episode 4 of IR Cafe Season 2, The Strategy Brew.